No more games. A message to undocumented families and the American people. My fellow Americans, let's speak honestly, because too many people are hurting for us to keep pretending. Right now, millions of undocumented immigrants are living in fear. Hardworking families who have built lives here are waking up every day wondering, will we be next? Will we be torn from our jobs, our homes, our children? Let me speak directly to those families. We see you, we hear you, and the chaos you're experiencing is not your fault. But it's also not the fault of law enforcement. It's not the fault of the citizens asking for security. This pain is the result of a calculated political gamble, and it was made by Democratic leaders in Washington. You see, Republicans have proposed real solutions: secure borders, fair rules, and a path to legal status for those who've truly earned it. But Democratic leaders haven't wanted real solutions. They've chosen a standoff. Why? Because they believed that if the suffering became visible enough, if the headlines were filled with images of raids, fear, and broken families, the American people would swing left out of guilt or outrage. That was the plan. That's always been the plan. They gambled with your livelihoods. They gambled with your peace. They gambled with your families, believing that chaos would benefit them politically. And they were wrong. The American people are wising up. They're looking at the pain caused by inaction and saying, no more. They see that this system doesn't help immigrants, it uses them. It doesn't empower citizens, it silences them. And now they're standing up and saying, we want order, we want compassion, and we want the games to stop. So how do we fix this fairly and finally? First, we must eliminate the political incentives that created this crisis. Right now, states receive more federal funding and more congressional representation based on population, not citizenship. That means that the more undocumented immigrants a state brings in, the more political power it gets. That's not compassion, that's manipulation. We need federal legislation that says only citizens and legal residents will count when calculating federal resources and representation. If a state wants to allow in large numbers of undocumented immigrants, that's their decision. But they should fund it with their own tax dollars, not the rest of the nation's tax dollars. That change alone will force states to be more responsible, not just about immigration, but about how they manage their budgets and serve their residents. Second, we must end automatic birthright citizenship for children born to undocumented parents. Let me be clear. This is not about cruelty. It's about removing a political strategy that uses immigration to shift long-term voting power. The 14th Amendment was never meant to reward unlawful entry. We must restore its original intent and protect it from abuse. Third, we offer a path forward to those who are already here, who have lived peacefully, contributed to society, and followed the law in every other way. That path is to permanent legal residency, not to citizenship and not to voting rights. The right to vote must remain the reward for those who respected our immigration laws from the beginning. This approach does three things. It upholds the law, it protects our democracy from political exploitation, and it allows decent people to live without fear. Now, I know there will be those who will try to twist this message. They'll say, Republicans are anti-immigrant, but that's a lie. We are not anti-immigrant, we are anti-exploitation. We are against any party, Democrat or Republican, using undocumented immigrants as political pawns to grab power. We believe in borders, we believe in order, and we believe in a country that works for everyone, but only when everyone plays by the rules. So let's stop the fear, let's stop the games, and let's start building a system that's worthy of our values, our laws, and our shared future. To be crystal clear, here's what I'm proposing. 1. Only U.S. citizens and legal residents should be counted when calculating federal funding and political representation, so states are no longer rewarded for unlawful entry. 2. End birthright citizenship for children born to undocumented immigrants to prevent the use of the immigration system for long-term political gain. 3. Offer permanent legal residency, not citizenship or voting rights, to undocumented immigrants who have lived here peacefully and contributed to society. 4. Fortify and protect our borders to stop the crisis from continuing and prevent future manipulation. This plan respects our laws, removes the political incentives that caused this crisis, and offers a fair path forward for citizens and for immigrants. And here's the honest truth. Either Democratic leadership steps up and helps pass this legislation, or we continue down the current path, where immigration law is enforced through raids and emergency measures because there is no other option. I don't say that with pride. I say it with frustration because this didn't have to happen. Personally, I hope our leaders on both sides choose peace, clarity, and cooperation. The ball is in the Democrats' court now. This is their chance to prove that they care about immigrants as people, not just as political leverage. This is their chance to prove that they want solutions, not headlines. Because the American people are ready, and I believe deep down most of you are too. Thank you, and may God continue to bless America.